Happy Friday, and once again, welcome to the weekend of friends and family. This year, it's almost halfway done by all measures compared to last year. That is a great thing to see. Looks like at this point, in maybe 6 to 10 days, we're going to be opened up 100%. I guess I don't know what to say. That's a great thing for coming up here in June, halfway through the year. With that being said, being that it's June, you know what typically happens in June. The A's are playing really good baseball at this time. They're making their run. They're ahead of schedule this year. They're in first place still. Typically, like we saw last night, the Lakers are already out of the playoffs. That's become a new norm. I know that's probably going to get me in trouble with some of them Laker fans out there. And another really good thing to see that's going on now that we're open up towards 100% is looks like we're going to be having open houses. There should be a bunch of open houses this Saturday and Sunday. If you're out there house shopping, let me know. If it's something that you're interested in, you want to see, you want to write an offer, feel free to give me a call. So this week's topic is we're going to look at 10 things that may save you a lot of money. So I'm calling it money-saving household tips that you can do to put some cash back into your pocket on a typical basis, that things are around the house that we use every day, or things that we can do to save some money, whether it's on our energy bills, whether it's just items that we buy around the house. So the first thing I'm going to come across is light bulbs. Many of us have a bunch of light bulbs, whether it's, in the chandeliers, whether it's the can lights. But if you actually clean the light bulbs themselves, or clean around those areas where light does reflect out, believe it or not, 30% you would get in this as far as increasing your light capacity just by cleaning your light bulbs. Another thing that I'll probably catch a little bit of noise off of is keeping your refrigerator full. If you do have an empty refrigerator, it's recommended that maybe you put some water bottles in there, because if you could put more items that are actually keeping the refrigerator cool, it is helpful to kind of keep a what we call a full refrigerator. One of the items, item number 3, is the item that we use a lot in our kitchen, is power strips. If you use power strips on certain appliances, like the coffee maker, blenders, and so forth, instead of just keeping them plugged in on a daily basis, where they're actually, the clock's working, or, the lights on, the power lights on, it's actually creating more usage of power, believe it or not. And over a year's time, you probably could save up to $150 if you just turn the power switch off, which kind of disconnects those devices so they're not on automatically. Now, if you have a timer for your coffee maker, that probably won't work. Another item, which over the years we used to use it, the toaster oven. Believe it or not, if you use your toaster oven for certain items, especially if you have a really nice toaster oven, for different items, instead of using the typical full-size oven, the toaster oven typically uses 50 to 70% less energy. I was blown away by that stat. Another thing that we can do, you can spend up to $30, okay, to insulate your hot water heater. And believe it or not, that would save 7 to 16% of your energy heating costs for your hot water heater. And we know that could add up to dollars in the bank. And item number 6, again, I always come up with a good homemade remedy. The homemade remedies, many of the household commercial items that we use, Ajax, Comet, the mildew remover. Typically, most of those items are using baking soda and vinegar, believe it or not. I think I kind of came up with one with vinegar, but I didn't mix the two together. But if you Google it, I guess for $1 per bottle, if you come up with a remedy, you can come up with your own cleaning solutions. Another neat idea that they kind of came up with, this article I came across, and it's actually from House Logic, is set the timer for your showers. Now, believe it or not, most of us take a nice long shower. And I think 8 minutes, I timed it, is a long time. But typically, we use an 8-minute shower. Well, if you cut it down, I mean, because an 8-hour shower is 17 gallons of water. If you cut it down to a 5-minute shower, now I tried this, just go ahead and put on a 5-minute song that you like to hear in the morning and cut it down. You can save tremendously just on your water bill alone. Another thing, which I know, to be true around my house, is especially when it gets cold, I say, hey, let's close up these doors. So if you're heating and you're cooling your house and you have your closet doors open, you have your pantry doors open, that adds more square footage to your house. So if you're trying to cool down your house, make sure that all those doors are closed, or the pantry door, the closet doors, the spare door, because sometimes that can add up to an extra, 200 square feet that you're trying to cool or heat. And item number 9, this is something that I know most of us that do have ceiling fans wonder, why does it go one way and it goes the other way? Well, one way, if you go counterclockwise, that is for cooling purposes only. So when you want to cool your house, you want that ceiling fan to go counterclockwise. And when you want to warm up the house, you want air to go up, you go clockwise. So you can use your fan year round to save on energy if you use the reverse mode on those ceiling fans. And finally, the item that I came across, which I thought was the most interesting one, is paper towels. We go through paper towels like it's paper. But basically, if you go through 2 rolls of paper towels during the week, that amounts to approximately almost $200 a year. But you can do possibly some shop towels. They're only, you can go to Harbor Freight and get them, 10 for $2 and start using those around the house. That would save you some time. Again, thank you for tuning in to The Weekender. Again, if you're looking to buy or sell, feel free to give me a call. The number's on the screen. Once again, thank you for tuning in to The Weekender, and everybody have a great weekend.